I had a chance to speak with Jack yesterday in the training room after he got his MRI. I did not personally see Jack after he talked with Dr. Bear and our doctors here at UW, but I was able to send Jack. I was able to talk to him yesterday and just let him know that we'll be with him and we're still going to need his presence on the sideline this year. And Jack serves a vital role. He was our energy to our defense, and we're going to still need him to be that person if we want to get to where we want to be at the end of the season.
What kind of confidence do you have in Ryan and Leon to step in and take his place?
Yeah, I think we have a lot of confidence in Ryan. We saw Ryan against LSU step in for Chris Orr when he went down, and Leon Jacobs that had actually started last year at the beginning of the season. So both these gentlemen have game time experience. We feel confident with both these guys filling in those roles. Obviously, it's disappointing for a talented guy like Jack Cichy to go down, but we're going to have guys. It's not just going to take Leon and Ryan to step in, but it's also going to take our whole defensive front seven to fill in for guys who go down like Jack. Like football and in life, man, sometimes life throws you curveballs, and the game of football is the same way. Talking about myself, there's no way I would think that I would get hurt my senior season and miss two big games like Michigan and Ohio State, but that's the reality of life, and that's what comes with life is curveballs, and the game of football is the same way.
So, Vince, what is it about this defense in particular that's allowed you guys to play so well despite these injuries?
I think it comes down to our depth too. I think credit to the coaching staff who've been able to kind of groom and get those guys ready to roll. Credit to Coach Tibbs for Garrett Dooley stepping in and playing so well this year. Credit to Coach Wilcox and our whole defensive staff for guys who go down and the next man up mentality. But it's tough anytime you have guys who go down who are key contributors. Those are my friends, and that's their lives. Our lives are the game of football, and when that gets taken away from you, it's disheartening at times because that's what you love to do. You love to go out and play with your brothers, and they'll be missed. It really has. It's been a fun rivalry too. Stretching back to 2014 is kind of my first memory with it. Playing here in Camp Randall, snowing out, Melvin Gordon at that time sets the all-time rushing record per game, and last year being a game-winning kick by Rafael, it's been a fun 2 games, and it's even more exciting for them. Being highly ranked, ourselves being highly ranked, kind of a night game here at Camp Randall. The setting couldn't be more fitting for the situation.
What have you seen on tape so far from them?
I was able to break down some film on those guys already, Tommy Armstrong and their players. I think Tommy Armstrong's really the wheels of the offense. And what I mean by that, he's a dual-threat quarterback. He can hurt you both with his arms and his legs. So, our game plan will probably accommodate around him. We're looking forward to the challenges. I haven't faced a dual-threat quarterback this year. I didn't get a chance to play against Ohio State, so I'm looking for the opportunity going against playing them.
Do you like playing against guys like that, like dual-threat quarterbacks? Is that something you relish, or does it not matter? You just like playing football?
Week in and week out, you have different obstacles, you have different challenges. Whether it's a pocket passer or whether it's a dual-threat quarterback, it's something that we'll have to prepare for all week. And I think our defense and myself, we're always looking forward to a new challenge, a new opportunity to go out against. Our defense continues to go out and play well each week in and week out. I think the media had their own perception and their own thoughts on when Dave Aranda left. But I had full strength and I had full confidence in the men that we had in our locker room, the coaching staff that we brought in. I was happy, and obviously been happy with the performance thus far, but I think there's still room for improvement and continue to build upon it.
Were you 100% for Iowa or not?
I was in the essence of my foot felt great. I felt like I was cutting on it well. Coach Tibbs was able to limit me in some reps with rotation with TJ and Garrett Dooley. So the foot continues to feel better every single day. So out of the walking boot, I'm feeling great walking around. So I'm excited for the foot to continue to get better. And more importantly, last week was me, shaking off some rust. Haven't played football in a month. So for me to be able to put a full week of practice in this week, really dive down in and get after it this week is going to be big for me, and I'm excited.